yeah. Jane, are you comfortable? Is this an old hat? Oh, I gotta get over so I can see you.
Yeah, like I'm not really nervous at all.
You're not?
Who am I not supposed to talk about?
Anyone in particular. You can't say details about people that you don't want it on the internet. Right. Well, hold on. I gotta get the logo off here. There we go. Okay, now we're all ready to. We're rocking. Are we online? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure we are. No one's watching, so don't worry about it.
Say whatever you want.
You can say whatever you want. But
yeah, I have my liquid courage.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. This is a big deal because you were requested on the show.
Ooh.
You were requested.
You requested.
Yeah. And so that's why you're here, because the listeners demanded it.
Well, now I have, like, pressure.
No pressure.
No, they want you to be yourself.
Yeah.
They want you to be you, and that's what they're asking for. There's no pressure.
They just missed you.
If you put pressure on yourself, you're going to be something that isn't you. So the pressure is not to put pressure. You see?
Yeah.
That's a key. Right? You think about your breathing, or you just breathe. Do you make your heart beat, or does your heart just beat on its own?
Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Right?
Don't think about pink elephants, and you'll think about pink elephants.
Oh,
right.
White rabbits.
White rabbits.
Yeah.
Don't think about white rabbit.
What if I share too much about us?
Oh.
That's what the people love.
There'll be you can't share too much.
The people love it. The people love it. It's like the more that you can expose me as the reality of me, like the dirt and the grime and all the harsh realities of me. Oh, I feel bad even just saying it, because I'm going to get my ass kicked on this show. Oh,
I can't wait.
why did I ask Jane to come on the show? I should never have done it.
Who asked me?
Rick Marsh. I can't even say his name. That's how fired up I am right now. Rick Masternardi from Kingsville, Ontario. Are you aware of him, Jane?
Yeah, he's like a brother to me.
Okay.
Poor Rick would not want to hear that.
He would disagree with that, yeah. He would be like the brothers on the internet that I see.
Oh, like a stepbrother?
Like a stepbrother, kind of. Because he's got bad intentions. He tells me every time he texts me bad things he wants to do with you. And that's another thing I want to talk about. Because I'm no goddamn cuck here, you know.
Why did I live with another man while we were married?
No. That's a good question. We might have to bring that up too. Well, but I'm talking about why I let people get away, like Rick, like Joe Botello. These are people who openly just say they want to bang my wife.
Because you trust me.
And then, what?
You trust me.
I trust you, but I'm saying, why don't I enact some sort of revenge on these guys? Like, why don't I have animosity toward them? They're my friends. I like them both.
I have theories.
Huh?
I have a theory.
Are you want to wait till we start the show and then you're going to tell me your theory about this?
Yeah.
It's not that I'm a cuck.
No,
I'll tell you that, goddammit. I'll throw my beer right in your goddamn face, Kevin.
That wasn't my theory.
Okay, good, because I'm not.
No.
But, okay, I want to listen to your theory. I'm very curious. But you know, we set it up now. We teased it. We got our guest here. It's a lady, you know, she's going to tell horrible things about me, and like, I'm going to be like, put on the hot seat, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a theory of why I let guys, why I just laugh off that guys are like, openly trying to bang my wife. And all these things are going to happen on today's episode, but we have to do one thing, and everyone knows what that is if you ever listened to this program before, and that's our goddamn beautiful theme song. That's Brady Kumino. Hot crowd here in Pine Grove. Welcome, everybody. We're the Dutch Hall. I'm Pete Van Dyke, your host. We have a great show for you tonight. We're in Pine Grove in the pool shed. We have a beautiful crew here today. We're taking up all 4 boxes. We have, as always, Season 8 All-Star, Kevin Van Dungeon, everyone. He's running the board. Let's hear it, Kevin. God damn it, he's good. All the way through. You know, Kevin, I don't know if you've been using BetterHelp or not, but you have really improved since you started here. You started out, you give yourself 1 or 2, like maybe even just 1 or 2 claps, just a bang, bang, and that's it. You said you didn't deserve more. And I was like, Kev, that's bullshit, you know? You're the most valuable person on this show. Where's Beaver? He's like, he's too tired to come because he's working his ass off. Where's Michael? Michael's not here. He's the same thing. He's raising baby cigarettes and he's like impregnating people, and that takes a lot of energy.
It does.
Not here, you know. Where's Wet Whiskey Wes Higgins? You know, he's not here. You know, I don't know what he's doing, but it's probably cool.
For sure.
Right? But who's here? Kevin Van Dungeon. That's where you get a full fucking applause, you know? Sorry about my language, people. And also, beside him is another guy. He's been here every week as well since his initial arrival. Mm-hmm. It's Robot Dave, everybody. Robot Dave.
Thanks a lot, Pete.
Oh, you're welcome, Dave. You're welcome.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Hey, you know what? I haven't, Dave, I just want to tell you, I know that this would be of interest to you because, I don't know why, because you've made it clear your opinions in the past. But we mentioned last week we're on the charts in the Philippines, and we gave a big shout out to our fans in the Philippines, our Philippine Diamonds, as I like to call them.
Yeah.
Because they're terrific. You know, I don't know who they are yet, but they're terrific because they listen to us, right? But, you know, we're also on a chart in another country that we have not given a proper shout out to. Every week, a country that we're on the charts in, I will shout them out. And this week is the country of Mexico.
Oh.
You know I have a soft spot for Mexicans.
Yes, I do, Dave. That's why I brought it up. Anyways, the Mexicans love us. And there's no surprise that the Mexicans love us because they're good people. They're good people. You okay, bud?
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right. If you want, just take it out and you can hold it by hand. And then maybe it would be less rigmarole.
Maybe.
Or, yeah, anyways, I'll go back to being the host of the show.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's not you, babe. It's me. It's me. You know what? It is. I've learned that over the years, Kev. You see, I was trained there. Mm-hmm. You know, where maybe it's shared responsibility. Maybe the sorry would be no big deal. But instead I said it's me. I brought the full blame on myself because I know that's the way to go.
That's a veteran move right there.
To get the least amount of trouble back. That's right, eh?
Yeah.
Also, don't do her laundry.
No,
you fold it wrong. She gets to do it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, and not everything goes in the dryer.
No, I read the labels, man. It's like when I do laundry, I am sweating.
Are you?
I am sweating because I read every fucking tag, and I'm like, okay, this one has a bit of, if it's got polyester in it,
You're good.
You just throw it in the dryer.
What temperature? Incinerate? Like as hot as it can go?
You're good.
Whatever.
Yeah,
normal.
Doesn't
Regular.
It won't shrink, but if it's 100% cotton, that fucker's going on a hanger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me 10 years of marriage to learn that. But I know it.
Everything's a process.
But I'm worried I might, you're never really sure, you know? And if you ruin something that she loves,
mm-hmm.
you know, I'm not sure I can win her back.
Have you ever turned any white things pink?
I don't think I have.
No. Your mom was good at doing that.
Yes, I wore a lot of pink clothes.
Any whites turn gray?
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. But I know that, I know when I was a kid, a lot of my work clothes were pink, and I was like Bret Hart out there in the tobacco fields.
Nobody fucked with you. The best there ever was.
Yeah, I'm the greatest. The best is, what is it?
Best there is.
Yeah, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
I think people knew that out in the fields.
They knew it in the kill hanging business, that's for sure. I was a legend. I always say if there was a kill hanging like Olympic sport of old school hang and kill, this means nothing to any listener in the world, except maybe if you live in Norfolk County or like somewhere in the States or something where you might know what a kill hanger is. But anyways, I was the best at it. There's no one who could beat me. Jane, you worked on the time machine with me one time or two when we were first married.
Excellent. God. And your shoulders were like sexy.
Whoa.
There you go.
I was thinking, I just didn't want to say it.
If you ever want to spice up your marriage, Kev, this is what you do. You just find yourself a tobacco farmer with an old standard kill.
Right? Yeah.
You offer up your wife's services,
of course,
and yours to hang the kill. And you just hang it in front of her, show off your skills and your shoulder muscles and such.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you're just fucking knocking boots, right, Jane?
That's right. Makes me think about Rocky, right, where he's working out in the just with all in the barn and doing all that stuff.
You ever do work around?
Really good workout.
You ever do work around your house and you just know your wife's just looking at you a bit different?
She might be laughing at me a little bit, but yeah.
If she sees you, like, if you all of a sudden, like, you are building her a shoe rack in the closet.
Yeah.
You think you're going to get a little, maybe some oral?
I hadn't thought about it that way. I'm going to start building shoe racks.
Yeah, I would say that. Just find out what she likes, you know. Yeah. I think it works. I think it's a healthy aphrodisiac. I don't know if I said that right.
Works for me.
Aphrodisiac. Is it aphrodisiac?
It sounds like you shouldn't say it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
There's afro in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Except it's PH, not F.
Oh, like.
Oh, really? Afro, the haircut is, or the hair is, with an F?
Yeah.
And the PH is for aphrodisiac.
So you can say fat with an F or fat with a PH and it means something totally different.
Fat with a PH is good, right?
Yeah.
That's the good one?
Yeah.
Afro is cool AF.
Huh. I remember I worked with these Jamaican guys, right, for like 4 years. And this one lady worked for 3 of the years with us on the time machine. And she was a heavier set woman. And then she didn't work for us the next year, but she came to visit, right? Mm-hmm. And she had lost a lot of weight in the year that we hadn't seen her. And she lost so much weight that she was wearing blue jeans. She was feeling like good enough about herself to wear a pair of blue jeans, right? And this Jamaican guy sees her and he's like, "Robin, you're looking really fat, man. Like you're looking nice and fat, you know." And he kept saying it to her about how she's looking so fat. You know, you got the nice fat ass, you know. And she was crying, like she went away crying.
She didn't like it.
She didn't like that.
Oh.
And then I was like, "Colin, you can't say that stuff. You know, women don't like to be called fat." And he's like, "What?" Like he liked it. Like he meant it as a compliment. He was like, "I like the gumpy size woman," you know?
Yep.
He would say like that, and a mumpy size, you know? And then, like he was saying it as a compliment. Like the last thing he would want is a skinny woman, you know, like a emaciatedly skinny girl. It would be like seen as being very unattractive in his culture, you know? But the message got mixed with poor Robin. She cried a lot. I remember she just went into her minivan, drove home to Hagersville.
Poor Robin.
Poor Robin.
Aww.
But I do remember that. It was just a cultural difference.
That's what you get for losing weight.
Yeah. She actually looked good. He's trying to tell her she looked good. But it came across wrong because he was saying, "You're looking so fat, your ass is like hanging over the top of your pants."
Whoopsie.
Aww.
Oh, what? They
She
don't like
never
that?
wore jeans again.
Yeah. Yeah. She did that. She may never got out of those jeans. That's terrible. Oh, poor Robin, eh? She was listening in Mexico right now, and she stopped.
She's like, "What?"
She was our one Mexican listener that was getting us over the top. She had to move away with her shame. Actually, if I was her, I would move to Jamaica. She would get a lot.
Right?
Yeah, she'd get fucked all the time.
Seems to be a lot of attention from them.
That's what I always say. Like, you know, like that's a reality. Is that a lot of the Jamaican guys like a bigger woman, you know?
Yep.
And a big white woman is seen as being very attractive to a lot of Jamaican guys. One time I went to a Jamaican bar. It wasn't a Jamaican bar. It was just a bar in Simcoe. I think it was in Melbourne, remember? And it said it was reggae night. So I'm like, I like reggae, you know? We went to reggae night, me and Jane on a date night. And then some of these Jamaican guys in there, and there's a lot of these big, heavy-set white women everywhere. And the guys are like, Jane's looking like $1 million. Yeah. She's a knockout, right? And then she's like, she's invisible to them. They don't see, excuse me, Lori. They don't see her at all. They just look right past her like she's not even there. To go find some lumpy woman in the corner, you know,
Rubenesque.
Yeah, Rubenesque. But but they were not interested in what she was offering. She was too skinny, right?
Which is good. You don't want to fight with them,
right? But what I'm saying is, imagine living in a country like, let's say, you got a big belly, right? Like you're a dude with a big belly. Mm-hmm. And you're walking around, you're kind of embarrassed, you got a big belly, you're hiding all the time, you're wearing baggy shirts and whatnot. And then you all of a sudden, you go away to fucking Curacao, and you realize there's a bunch of fucking women there.
Like big-bellied men.
That fucking love guys with guts, you know? And you just go there, and you're like the hottest guy because you got a huge gut, and women are all over you. That would be the fuck. I would go there for every vacation.
Right?
Right?
For an ego boost.
Right? It's like you go there, you feel so great when you come home. You're like, I'm gorgeous.
Yep.
You know, you girls here might not like me, but in Curacao, I'm a fucking stud, man.
The Brad Pitt of Curacao.
Yeah,
wherever that place is.
You know, my brother be moving the family.
Oh yeah. Is he a bigger guy?
My brother Paul, yeah, he has a bit of a belly.
Oh.
He's a bit known for having a bit of a belly, but he's working on it. He has lost some weight. I hate to slag my brother, who's not here to when he's not here, so I can watch his face when I'm making fun of him.
I'm not gonna, because he'll crush me.
Yeah,
with his
pan hands.
Yeah, giant kettle-sized fists.
He is formidable. But I am not afraid of him. I've said it on the show. I'll say it to his face, and he never listens anyways. But if you know him, and some people who do know him, if you see him around town, what I want you to do is you tell him, you know what your brother said on his show? He said he's not fucking afraid of you. Right? He's not afraid of you because I know your tricks, and I know I'm undefeated. I'm undefeated.
Let's hope he doesn't listen and try something new.
Oh, yeah. I forget one of these times is going to knock me out, and I'm going to be so upset, and then I'm never going to be able to do the shit again.
I would never mention it on the air if he did.
What? If you knock me out?
No.
Oh, I would totally talk about it.
Yeah?
It would be hilarious. Yeah. Because I know I deserve it. That's the thing. If Paul knocked me out finally, I'm pretty sure I deserved it. Like, right. Especially now. We're so old now. Like, I can't even believe how old we are.
Step Brothers fight.
Yeah, it's too sad if we watch this fight.
I have a question.
What?
Who's the beautiful lady sitting over there? We haven't introduced her or yet.
Oh my God, we're still in introductions.
Yep.
Oh man, this is really the Dutch Hall, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm sorry. And our guest tonight, I can't even, she was requested by our listener, Rick Masternardi. She is a longtime supporter of the show. In fact, maybe the greatest supporter of the show.
I would say so.
Ladies and gentlemen, my wife, Jane Van Dyke, everyone.
It's been a long time.
It has been a long time since you've been in the hall, eh, Jane?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got rambling. I forgot I had a great guest here and all that stuff.
She makes delicious treats every week, though.
Yes, she does. She makes the Dutch Hall tray, which is legendary.
Yep.
Well, there's been a few weeks. Like, I have not been as consistent as I could be.
They're always fantastic.
But
I always underestimate how much the guests appreciate it. Like I always underestimate how much they appreciate it. One time I brought it for my Christmas party at Levity in Hamilton, and it got gobbled up before the pizza and chicken wings. Like everybody just attacked it. They were so excited because a lot of them had done the show. So they were like, "Oh, it's the Dutch Hall cheese tray," you know.
I know. And then I at the beginning I felt bad doing the exact same thing every time, but it's like it's a thing.
Don't do it.
So
don't change it.
It's like I do the same thing every time, and it's just
sweet.
It's not always the same thing. It's kind of a variation of the same thing.
Well, sometimes, but it's the basic. Yeah.
Yeah, basic cheese, meat, pickle, cracker.
Yeah.
What are you going to get better than that?
No, I can't
Nothing.
think of anything.
Right?
Yeah. I know when I had my vasectomy and I wanted, Jay made me a plate.
Mm-hmm.
It was like meat, cheese, cracker, and pickle.
Sweet pickle?
Yeah, sweet pickle. That's how I like
Damn it. So good.
Yeah. And then you made a sweet pickle, a little bread and butter, if you will. A little, I'll take them all.
You were high on life.
Yeah, and pills, whatever pills they give me. I really enjoyed my vasectomy. I know I've talked about this on the show, I think, before, but we've done so many episodes. But I remember I was whatever concoction of drugs that guy gave me,
Right.
and he was telling jokes the whole time, and she was in it.
I was there.
You were there?
I watched the spaghetti noodle coming up and getting cut, and then
She spun her optometry degree
Yeah.
into getting to see so many procedures on me. But I've seen 2 of her pap smears. I've been in 2 of her pap smears.
Lucky you.
I don't even know how they let me in the first one. That was criminal. That I was in. I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was way too young to be in that. But I was in there. At her head, mind you. But I didn't get the full show.
Did they let you cut the cord like a pregnancy?
no.
I cut the cord.
You did, but she didn't get to.
Not on.
Oh, the vasectomy. Yeah, that would be cool
Yeah.
if she got to actually make the snip.
Yeah.
No, but she saw them make the cut, and then he has to take the little piece of the spaghetti noodle out of your sack and show it to you.
Oh, yeah?
To show you, look, I took this out of your, your sack, so that I did it.
They're
'Cause
disconnected.
if it grows back, it's not because I didn't do my job.
It's kind of like when they show you the oil at the
Yeah, on the
oil
dip.
change
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Jiffy Lube.
Yeah.
That's what it was like. Yeah. I don't know. Jane's she's sitting at the edge of the bed like
It
fucking
was
Johnny Bench.
fascinating.
Yeah.
She's just like just a smile on her face the whole time, enjoying the procedure.
Well, you were so loopy too.
So you
Yeah,
both
it was-
liked it.
Oh, I fucking had a great time. The doctor was killing it. He was really having a great set.
One laugh's all it takes.
Oh man, he had me rolling. He was really. I think he ran out of material pretty quick because he knew I was enjoying his jokes.
Right.
But he ran out of material. But he was still trying things out. He started to lose steam, near the end. He was maybe trying unfinished material, probably stuff he's working out.
Yes, it's working it out.
Yeah.
How long were you laid up?
Oh, it wasn't long. What happened was I used to tell a joke with us on stage, but I was supposed to lie in bed. They say don't do anything, right? Don't do any lifting, nothing like that. And so I was kind of thinking it was going to be worse than it was, but it's not really that bad. You don't have to really. It doesn't really affect you too much. I iced my bag for a day. Oh, this was actually. I don't know if I've told this story, but I iced my bag, right? So, but we had a dinner plans. So we go to our friend's house. Their house is immaculate. Immaculate. Mm-hmm. Everything's white.
Uh-oh.
It's beautiful. Everything's so clean. We go in there. I don't know if it's always like this, but every time we visit it is it's like a sparkling, clean, beautiful home. Everything's just so you kind of on your best behavior a little bit because you don't want to make it. Anyways, I'm on all these codeine 3s or something, which make you bunged up, right? But I'm there. All of a sudden, I got to take a shit real bad. I got to take a shit. Mm-hmm. So I take a fucking football shit in their toilet.
Yep.
And the fucking water, I plug it up. I plug it up bad, And so I get the husband, I'm just whispering, hey buddy,
got a plunger?
you got a plunger? And he's like, no, I don't have one.
What?
I'm like, what? You got a fucking immaculate house and no plunger? And he's like, I never needed one, or whatever. It never. And then the last time we took a fucking coat hanger or something to a piece of shit that clogged the toilet. And I'm like, oh man. And he goes, don't worry about it. Just we'll deal with it when you're gone. I'm like, I don't know if you know what's what I did in there.
Got a baby.
But it's not pleasant. It's fucked. And I still feel bad about it. I don't know. I think it affected our relationship.
Did you get invited back?
We have been back a couple of times. Not in recent years. Not in recent times.
No, but we've been back.
We've been back since that incident. That incident didn't kill our friendship. No. But it did make them. I just feel though like that's always got to be in their mind that they had to deal with my shit.
I think it's in your mind.
Well, yes, they still. Someone had to deal with my shit. It makes you. If I had to deal with Kevin's shit, I would think less of Kevin.
I don't blame you.
Right?
I don't blame you.
Note taken.
That's just it.
So, you'd think after using a coat hanger, they might have bought a plunger.
That's right, right?
So it's not your
Poor
fault.
planning is, but I mean, I can't blame him. But anyways, then I went back home. I was lying in bed, like doing what I was supposed to do, watching movies, eating my cheese and pickle things, and then there's a fucking. I hear the flood. I got a flood alarm in my basement going off. I go down in the basement. My sump pump's not working. I got to go in the sump hole and pull this motor out. Well, when I did that, something went wrong with my vasectomy.
Uh-oh.
And now my cock and balls have turned black. Like it pooled with blood.
Oh, boy.
And then it looked black. Like my dick and balls looked black.
Swollen?
No, it wasn't swollen. It was just discolored black. Like it like bruised kind of like, and then it got black. And so like I was quick to like point it out to my wife. Like come home, I got a black dick, and how many times you can have an opportunity like this where it's within the rules, you know?
Yeah.
To like you gotta like cancel patients for the day. Get home, I don't know how long this thing's gonna stay black for. And then funny enough, the penis was exactly like my white penis.
Oh, just black.
Just the color was different, but it didn't swim as well. No, it couldn't swim as well.
I see.
Yeah.
Good.
That was the joke I told on stage. I stopped telling it. I don't know why. I should get back.
I think the girls would disapprove.
About my heavy dick, my heavy tannin dick that can't swim. It has no fucking arms.
No.
How's it supposed to swim?
That's right.
Actually, my white dick swam fine.
Did it?
Yeah, I don't know. It does. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it has more access to facilities.
I would, yeah.
I don't know. But they end up. But no, penises can't swim.
No.
I think that is truth. No matter what.
No matter what.
I don't know why you always think that I want a black guy.
I don't think you want a black guy, but if you have an opportunity to have something different, like if my dick all of a sudden turned I don't know, like red Indian. No, I'm sorry. If it all of a sudden I don't know, it's just like it would be different. If it got to be an olive skin color, I'd be like, hey, look, I got like a swarthy, like Mediterranean dick. My foreskin grew back or whatever. And then you'd be like, you can be with a swarthy whatever. It's just something different. Okay. It's just like because you've been with the same thing for all the time, that when you have an opportunity to have something different, exotic, it's like if you wore like a blonde wig, and you came in and you played another character. I still know it's you. I can still bang you. You're my wife. So I'm not going to get in trouble for cheating on you, but I get to have a little fantasy that I did, right? Same with my black dick, right? I'm not saying you crave black dick, but hey, if one's all of a sudden on your husband, it's just a little bonus for you to try out, a little travel the world. That's all I'm saying. But I do think that, I do always say that you want to bang black guys, but
yeah,
that's just because it's for the joke. The truth is, if you could bang any kind of guy that wasn't me, that isn't a white guy, okay, it won't be a white guy. It has to be a different guy, not me. Pick a type of guy in the world, a race from a different part of the world. Like it could be from Canada too. Like you could say like a Indian guy, a Canadian Indian guy, or something like that. Or you could say like a native, or you could say like an Asian guy.
Can I say? So what I want to say, the first thing that comes to my mind is a guy that can dance.
A guy that can dance, okay.
Yep.
So you're looking at the Latin guys.
Could be.
Yeah, I think the Latin guys have probably got an edge. But as we learned last week, Filipinos.
Yeah.
Oh.
You might like a Filipinos.
Go with their hips.
Yeah, they can dance. And how about you're not? Are you talking breakdancing?
No.
You're not talking. So like that does really a lot of Asians and
Like a
black.
salsa?
But you're talking.
Yeah, it could be like Latin dancing. Could be ballroom dancing.
Ballroom.
Ballroom. She's talking swarthy. She's going with with like you're going with like I'm not gonna. I hate to say it, but you're going with like those Italian, the kind of the Spanish, the Latin, the Central American, So you're talking about a guy, an all skin guy, a guy with a little swarthy, a little body hair.
I could go merengue.
You want a dancer? You want a dancer, eh? I know, and you know why she wants this, Kevin? I'll tell you right now. You don't need to go to any sort of couples therapy to figure this one out, right? It's because I don't live up to her expectations of what she wants from a dancer husband. I never could.
You don't.
When we were, when we went to, I agreed before a wedding that I was going to take dance lessons.
Okay.
And I took dance lessons. I signed up for dance lessons. I went to the first dance lesson with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got through that one, to be honest. Second dance lesson, I think, was when the trouble happened. That was the polka night. Now, I've been to Oktoberfest, and I know how to fucking polka. Don't tell me 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is wrong.
Nope.
And then they try to teach me this fucked up polka where we got to be side by side. You remember that? This is a bad story. Just quiet about it, eh?
Uh-oh.
But it was. It was. I went to the dance. She teaching me a side-by-side polka, and I wasn't getting it right, and I was getting frustrated. And then there became friction between me and the dance instructor. And then this guy from her class, this Croatian guy who is a way better dancer than me, finished the course with her.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, no.
And
Did that translate good to the wedding dancing?
Well, the first lesson we learned the jive. Do you remember? And then we still do that one, right? We still do that one at weddings. I can foxtrot, and I can polka the real way, right? I can polka the real way. And,
no variation.
And no variation. And I can also two-step.
I think if they would have taught polka last,
yeah,
put salsa third or second, we'd be good.
Oh, man, if I would have had salsa on the second day instead of polka, this whole conversation could be different. I might have just fell in love with it. I might have shown Jane that these hips don't lie. And, you might not be saying I crave swarthy Italian dancers.
You might be looking for a polka dancer.
Right. God damn it. I was that close.
A stubborn polka dancer at that.
You know what, though? I got, shout out to Dave Chorney for stepping in and doing a hell of a job with the dance. Am I right? Was Dave not a gentleman?
What?
Chorney was the one that finished.
No.
He's the one that finished the course.
No, it wasn't Chorney. It was just some random...
No, it totally was him.
No, it was not.
I thought for sure it was that guy from your class.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No, he was a single that joined up. He was not from Canada, so he was from some Eastern European country.
Could he dance?
And yeah, he could dance. He didn't
So
wear
now-
deodorant, so it was,
that took him down a point. That's why you're going to rule out the Eastern Bloc?
yeah.
No Serbians, no Croatians.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. When you said Croatian, I just assumed it was Dave. I'm sorry.
No,
I apologize. This was just some other guy. My apologies. This other guy. Have you thought of him?
No.
Does he answer your thoughts?
Nope.
No?
Definitely not.
Okay.
If he wore deodorant, maybe.
No.
No.
Actually.
Okay.
Nope.
Was he handsome?
Yeah. Not my kind of guy.
Do you look like Yakov
But he could
Smirnoff?
dance.
He could dance. And that's what was it about his hips?
I don't
He's
know.
fluid. He's loose. He leads you strong.
There you go.
The strong lead.
Leading and rhythm. I don't know.
Leading and rhythm. Oh, yeah. Fucking rhythm. Gets me every time. I can lead, but I have no goddamn rhythm, man. I can't do it, man. You see my lips moving the whole time I'm doing my waltz. I'm counting out 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just not a very good dancer. I know. I've watched my wife dance. She's just natural at it. She grew up in the Hungarian hall, like dancing all the time.
Yep.
She's like knows how to do it. It's just natural to you. It's like a golfer that started golfing and they just don't think about golfing. They just swing. You know, like that's how she dances. But for me, I'm thinking about every goddamn thing when I'm dancing. It's like
if you're thinking,
you're stinking.
yep, that's the truth.
Yeah, it's true. It's like sex too. If you're thinking about sex,
You're stinking.
you're not doing good at it.
Nope.
You know, you have to stop thinking about it so goddamn much.
Then what do you think about when you're having sex?
Well, probably how much
You
he
just
loves
gotta yeah. If you stick to that, you're cool. If you're like thinking about too much of anything, it's no good. It's like it kills your dick.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain is the enemy of your dick.
Truth.
Yes.
Yeah, it is, right?
It's just like breathing or your heart beating. Just
Yeah.
has to happen on its own.
I can't
Yeah.
will it. There was one guy I went to high school with. He had one nut. He lost another nut in a
Bad bass fishing
it
accident.
was a wood chopping
Oh,
accident.
Jesus Christ.
It
Oh.
was I guess the head of an axe came off. His brother was chopping wood or something.
Oh my goodness.
Crushed his nut. I mean, he only had one nut.
Half sack.
Yeah, this guy's since passed away.
Oh,
Anyways, but he would sit in the change room and he would give himself an erection just by thinking, and he would sit there and just will his dick to get hard that people would watch.
what a show.
Men.
It was actually pretty funny if he could pull because you're rooting for his dick to get like there's no way he can do it without
Exhibitionist.
I just love her reaction. Men.
Man.
Girls don't do stuff like that. No.
Well, no, not anyone that I know.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a group.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's just sitting there, just like it's like a. You just sit there and he would super think about it until he would like make it hard. It was like he will it into becoming a boner. But anyways, I don't know if he was he was an anomaly. He was a true talent. God rest his soul. You know, R.I.P. R.I.P. Warren. Anyways, but that was pretty. That's what I do remember specifically about that guy. He's the only guy I think that actually could think himself to have a hard on in my life that I've seen.
Yeah.
I do have we do have to get to your theory, Kevin.
My theory?
Your theory as to why I allow men like Joe and this week's listener who requested Jane, Rick, who have openly said they want to bang my wife. Why do I just laugh it off and continue to be friends with these guys?
Well, I agree. I agree with Jane that you trust her,
Yeah.
but I think it's a real feather in your cap every time somebody.
Oh.
You don't take it like
Ah.
threat. You're just like, yeah, I know I got a hot wife that everybody wants to bang.
Ah, yes, and that's true. I do actually take it as a compliment, and I kind of know that they can't do it, right?
Right.
Yeah, she has to be willing.
Yeah. But I'll tell you something, Jane. Like, let's just take Rick and Joe for example. Okay, I die in a fire wreck, and these two guys come with their hat in hand, flowers, you know, and they're like, you know what? I want to be here to pick up the pieces. I can be your new Pete. Which one of those guys?
Oh wow!
Do you choose, or do you just tell them both?
Yeah.
You're not up to par.
Thank you.
Oh my God!
Sorry.
Did you? I want to pull this clip and make sure they both see it or hear it or whatever they do.
I don't know Rick at all.
Oh,
I don't
well,
know who the Rick guy is, but like
she lived with him
she can do
for
way better
4
than
months
Joe.
while we're married. Oh yeah, Joe. If I died and then you ended up like marrying Joe, let's pretend that happened. I would haunt both of you for the rest of my life. I would like give up eternity in paradise to haunt you and Joe.
Can I have permission to like get her checked out like for her, her mental
Yeah.
state of mind.
Joe can
If she
continue
marries
to be
Joe.
my friend.
Yeah, but you're not gonna do dirties with Joe if I pass away.
No.
How about
It's just a hint of doubt in her mind. No.
no? He's just very
Gross.
Gross. Yeah, he's very gross. And but
He's very forward
yeah.
because that's the way he is.
He does say what's on his mind.
Yeah, right? No filter.
No.
Yeah, and sometimes he chokes a stripper. It was on our show.
Web slinger.
Did you hear that one? You're behind it in a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Listen to that one. It's gross. He tells a really gross story.
Oh my goodness.
I don't. To be honest, it was a gift. That story. I was really surprised he told it. 'Cause
Yeah.
He normally wouldn't tell a story like that.
He said it
Never
was a
before
Dutch
on
Hall
air.
exclusive.
Yeah, Dutch Hall exclusive.
Yeah.
Spider web.
Lovely.
Yeah. You ever choke a stripper? You ever been to a strip club at all? Have you seen male strippers?
Yeah.
The Belgian Hall?
No, we went for a bachelorette. We went to Niagara Falls.
What, a mince?
Was it like
Peppermints?
Becky's? Yeah, once.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was shocking.
What do they do? What do they do in there?
They pick particular girls who seem willing to want to go on stage or even be on beside the stage, and
Yeah.
they just sit there and like
Dry
put
hump 'em.
their and like
Do they smack them in the face with their dick?
I don't think so.
Um,
But
they mock sex them.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Sexual assault anywhere else.
I know it was like shocking. I was like, I could not be one of those people. Like I was like, I was like running away. I was like, no, I'll just watch this spectacle. But
But they're all
Like-
packing too, right? These guys.
oh yeah,
Yeah. You don't get a job like that with like a mediocre cock, I don't
No.
think.
Not one.
Right?
no. So yeah, it was.
One time we were in Niagara Falls for my buddy's stag,
Yeah.
and me and Charles rented a hotel room, and we were out smoking I was out smoking a joint outside the room, and all of a sudden this cop comes up, and we're like, oh fuck. And so we kind of like walk away, and then we realize the cop's carrying a ghetto blaster, you know.
It's a stripper.
Nah.
Yeah, and he knocks on this hotel room where these girls are staying, and then he goes in there and he's stripping for them. And we're just smoking our cigarettes or whatever, looking through like the
Cracking
the blinds.
Yeah.
And this guy's like got the girl bent over the bed, and he's like just like
Bumping
banging
on-
her doggy style,
Okay.
but she's wearing her clothes, you know. She's
Yeah.
wearing her dress and all that stuff. And one time he's got her legs up and like he's like wheelbarrowing her or something like that. It's like unbelievable, like how they can get away with this shit, you know, and get paid for it, and that's entertainment when otherwise that would always be inappropriate. Anyways, we ended up partying with those girls.
Not a move at a bar you pull on a girl.
No, I don't think so. But maybe I don't know. There's something to be said about assertiveness, right? Like a girl sometimes likes a guy who takes control, right? And they want to feel desired, right? So you want a guy that's like overtaken with like your beauty and your beautifulness, so that they want you, you know. So you want a guy to kind of like lead the way, and a lot of times, right?
Especially if you're wearing a shirt that says bride on it.
Yeah, but
Last chance.
but apparently this is what I heard. Like young women now, because of the whole like everyone's so scared to do something inappropriate. Even hitting on somebody, if they don't like that you're advancing, that you're like showing an interest in them, it can be seen as like being like an assault of some sort, you know? So like because of that, the women now have the power, and the men generally don't make moves. Like it's like an aggressive guy is less common because he's seen as being a threat, you know?
Just seems backwards. Jane,
We're the boss.
if Pete died in a fiery crash,
Yeah.
like we were talking about before, would you, how would you feel about guys that you had to hit on and be aggressive with? Or would you rather just a guy hit on you?
Oh, yeah, that
Because
would
of our
be.
generation, right?
Yeah, like I don't feel that I would hit on a guy.
I think a guy would court her. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be going after guys. You might over time like get a Plenty of Fish account or something.
But I mean, she shouldn't. I don't think she would want to. She would want a guy to court her.
Would you want a guy to make the moves, or you want to make the moves?
Yeah, I don't think
She picked me
I
up.
don't think I would want to make the moves. I would, but I would definitely be picky.
I have no moves.
So,
Well, you're just goddamn handsome.
Yeah, that was my only move. Was my handsomeness. Jane totally was the aggressor in our like she stalked me.
Yeah.
I kept driving by his house because he was like cleaning up the ditch. So he was like moving trees,
Those shoulders.
big, huge branches
I was wearing
in
pink,
his pink shorts.
And you're like,
pink
he can
track
swing a
pants.
branch like that. What can he do?
So I kept driving by with my friend.
I looked naked because I was wearing pink shorts and I was like sunburnt and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, but it was literally like my mom ruined those shorts. I was wearing pink shorts when you.
It's supposed to be white.
Yeah, they were blue.
Oh.
They were navy blue at one point in time, and then they were pink. Yep. I wore them there still. Clean ditches, still picked up a chick and married her. Huh? Not too shabby. Yeah, I talked to her on the side of the road. That was the beginning of the romance, but she was making the moves. I knew when I actually was like asking her out or whatever, that she was going to say yes. I already knew. It was, she made it clear, you know, but, cause otherwise I probably wouldn't have the courage to ask her out cause I'm a pussy.
Because that's it. I feel like I would be very clear with if a guy was making a move, whether I would want it to happen or not.
Yeah.
Like I would, yeah.
Yeah, but I think you'd probably prefer to be hit on as opposed to
I think so.
have to.
Romanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know from telling jokes, the young women now at the shows are very overt. Anytime I talk about sex, there's like a lot of young girls who will like voice their sexual opinion, and they're quick to tell you like they're very more liberated sexually, like and open with what they want sexually and all that stuff, and they're just very like open about it. You can tell they have the more power now.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah, it's great. It's a safer world for them.
I think so too.
So it's just like, but I think the art of a man courting maybe or wooing a woman is like, you know, hopefully that doesn't get lost because there is something to be said about that. Eh? Like there's a certain,
That's true, right?
there's a certain niceness to it. Like there's some of those traditions where you just like open a door for someone or
And that's the thing. I feel like that is kind of lost. Right?
chivalry.
Yeah.
Chivalry's dead.
Chivalry
Do you think
is
that
dead.
this trend is a North American trend or a worldwide trend where women have would that
Oh,
fly in Italy?
I don't know.
That's
I
a
really
good
don't know
question.
enough about it, but I know that we've had the internet for like 20 years, right?
Yeah.
So I think that since the internet kind of like made everyone aware of what's happening everywhere else, I think that and now there's like 20 years of like seeing how other people are living. I think that the gap is narrowing, and I think that probably if a country's not there now, they're headed to the same, and that women are going to win everywhere. Eventually, they just have more skills. If you take away, brute force and violence, men are going to lose.
Oh yeah.
It's all we got. We can't. You guys have only survived due to cunning. That's like you're gonna kill us.
Yeah.
You're gonna destroy us.
They're smarter. They're better planners.
Yeah, they're just more organized. They
Prettier.
work better in teams.
They don't get along with each other as well, though. As guys get
No,
along
but
with
when
each
they're
other.
task oriented, they seem to get things done.
Yeah.
Better communicators
Yep.
because men are.
Yeah.
Not afraid of their feelings.
It's just like we're just at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
And now they stack the school system against us. Now, because now you see how boys, everything's written for girls. Girls do well in school, boys are dumb. It used to be opposite. They stacked it in the favor for the boys because the curriculum's all written by boys, and girls look dumb. You know,
they're just smarter than us.
And then it was just because we stacked the deck against you. And now it's kind of gone the other way, or maybe it's even, and now we just realize how dumb we are.
Yeah,
and I can't tell the difference because I'm dumb. Oh, dude. You're supposed to be on here because you don't like me, right? That's what Rick said. I said, I'd like to have a show, but we have to do a segment that we call a feedback. We got feedback.
We got feedback. It's
Hello, everybody. This week's segment of feedback, we got feedback, is brought to you by our friends at Amazon. Go to livefromthedutchhall.com and click on our Amazon banner, and you can do all your Amazon shopping. And some of that money will come to us instead of that dirty, bald bastard Jeff Bezos. And also, you know what? If you're having something in your life that's holding you back, you're not feeling like things are going the way they should. You need to talk to our friends at BetterHelp. You know, BetterHelp, they're not a crisis line. They're not a self-help line. They're professional counseling done discreetly online. You can access them anywhere in the world, no matter where you are. It is cheaper than conventional counseling. You don't have to wait in line with a bunch of other people you feel uncomfortable around and worry about. It's like you can Zoom call. Within 2 weeks, they'll hook you up with a counselor. If you're not happy with your counselor over time, you can switch to another one. They have a large worldwide database of these professional counselors. So use them. And if you would like to, you go to betterhelp.com/DutchHall, and you can receive 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/DutchHall. Better, HELP.com/DutchHall. BetterHelp is a sponsor of this program. Start living a better life today. And who else do we got? Patreon. Right now we have one Patreon supporter, and that is our queen, the beautiful and talented Jen Husko. And you know what? This week we actually have a piece of feedback from our queen.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. I don't mind this a little late. And she sent us something. She sent us an email at livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com. She says, "Hey, Pete, good luck to you and Jane." Hey, you're here.
Aw.
Good luck to you and Jane with the girls leaving the nest. I also lived on tuna and pasta salad my first year in university, but with celery, too. Ooh, celery! Yeah. Fancy pants. It does add a nice crunch, Kevin.
Yeah, or a pickle.
Oh, a pickle right in the old tuna salad?
And nutrients.
Oh,
man, I like that.
that's the way she says it. Nutrients.
I don't think I could eat it again for a while. I still can't see the hot tub video. Sometimes tech is not my friend. Okay, you know what? Tech is not my friend, Jen. Don't you blame yourself. Don't you ever blame yourself. God damn it, Jen, if I could grab your cheeks and shake you right now, I'd just tell you not to ever blame yourself, Jen. No, I got to do a better job of getting you one that isn't corrupt or whatever I did wrong. I will do it, Jen. If I have to drive it to your goddamn house, I will do it. You will watch
funny.
it. And also, I want you to know, Jen, that I've been adding up the dollars that she's given us because she gives us $10 a month. Mm-hmm. She's not like the $5 a month subscriber. She's a big time. $10 a month. She gives us. So you know what I'm going to do with that? Some of that money is I'm going to make her a present.
Ooh.
But I don't want to tell her what it is because I'm also working on this Printify page, and her present will be available on that Printify page. But really, there's only one person that would ever purchase it, and it's Jen Husko, our queen. So, Jen, I want to tell you that this money you're giving me, I'm not going to spend it on making the show better. I'm going to spend it on presents for you to shower you with gifts, because all I want to do is thank you for being our one and only Patreon supporter. But if you want to be the second, you can be a king, you can be a duke, you can be a prince, you know. There's still a lot of titles available. You can be a joker, a jester.
Oh, wow.
What do you like? Whatever you want to be, you can be part of. You can be royalty, Dutch Hall royalty.
Wow.
But you have to go to patreon.com/Dutch Hall and find a tier. Even if you give $5, I'll give you Duke status. I will.
No king for.
Hey, I'll tell you, if all of a sudden, Andy Coote decides to give me $5 a month, he's going to be Sir Andy Coote.
Nice.
I'm going to tell you that right now. He'll be
Knighted.
knighted.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm just telling you, there's a lot out there. We're going to have there's also exclusive content, and there's special gifts, shout outs on feedback. We got feedback. And that's going to keep growing as we go. And I'm currently in the early process of starting a new YouTube show and a new tour that hopefully will be one and the same. And so details to come, but stay tuned. We will be hopefully sharing some details on this tour in the next
Such an accident.
in the next few feedback.
Nice.
And then, yeah, there we go. We're back on track now. In the next coming weeks, you should be hearing more and more. So stay tuned to the Dutch Hall. That's it. And if you'd like to tell us what you think of the show, please give us a message at livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com, or you can go to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, any of that bullshit, and find us at Dutch Hall, the Dutch Hall, Live from the Dutch Hall, whatever you want, or go Pete Van Dyke, whatever, and you can give me a message, smoke signal, pigeon, anything you come up with. Tell me what you think, and we will put it on the air. That's it this week. So we just have to end the show with... So I sent out this text, and it said... Or no, it was a Facebook post or something, and it just said, does anyone out there not like me, right? I'd like to have a show with you, because then if someone doesn't like me, then I think it would be good to hash out our differences, you know? And then Rick said, you would be the perfect person, right? Because you're my wife, right? And I learned this stuff. Kevin, I don't know if you learned it because you're like Goodwill Hunting over there, but this is more philosophy. But you ever hear about polarity of thought?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like everything's got like two sides. So like a coin would have heads and tails. You can't have a heads with no tails. You have to have the other side. So in order to have a viewpoint, there has to be a counterpoint to your point, or it's not worth talking about, right?
Yin to your yang.
Right. So in order for her to completely love me, if she's my wife, she should love me the most, right?
She should.
Right. So therefore, she should also hate me the most, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like the other side of it, right? You can't really dislike a person unless you really like them, right?
You definitely can't hate someone unless you like them.
Yeah, you can't hate somebody unless you like them. Or you'd be indifferent, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't give a shit.
So probably the most disdain of anyone in the world has felt for me has probably been you. Right?
That reasoning would...
Because you love me the most, so you would be the most angry and disgusted with me. Right? Isn't that weird?
It makes sense, though, because he could make you the most angry, but you're also going to love him.
You'll forgive
after
him.
the fact.
Yeah.
In theory.
In theory. Right? In theory.
And she's sitting here, so I'm going to say it's so far in theory it's worked out.
Right?
Yeah.
It must be. I bet you. I can't think of another person in the world who would probably have as much reason to dislike me as you, as my wife. Right? And I would say probably vice versa.
Right.
Right? There would be no person that would have reason to dislike you as much as probably me. But there's also no person that would have reason to love you as much as me.
Yeah.
Right?
That makes sense.
You see?
Yeah.
And that's why couples can fight and get over it, I think.
Yep.
That's why like swarthy Italians can try to bang you, and it's not going to put a dent in our relationship, Jane. It's not going to put a dent in it because it's built on fucking bedrock, granite. Was bedrock chip? No, bedrock granite. It's going to fucking not going nowhere. It's like solid as a rock.
Yeah.
That's what
as
I mean.
long as you put a dent in me, I don't need someone else to put a dent in me.
Wow. Well put.
I
Well put, dirty. I liked every bit of that was good.
yeah, but you know what I immediately thought? I felt she was talking about, like, I've been with my wife since I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
And we've been having sex not all those years. You were a tough nut to crack. You're a good Catholic girl. But a lot of
Took
those
1 year.
a lot of those years we were banging is what I'm saying. There's a lot of years we've been banging. And she's saying I just put a dent in her, you know.
Oh, you took it as just a dent.
I thought she was talking specifically about her hymen.
Oh.
Oh,
And and I'm saying I broke that son of a bitch. I'm pretty sure I got through it, but I don't know.
I was just being generally dirty.
Yeah, so was I. So was I. With your hymen joke that I just made. Yeah, I can't tell that one on TV. They won't let me talk about busting your hymen.
Hyman.
Ooh,
Ooh, Tunda.
is that thunder?
Yeah.
Sounded like it.
Oh, we have some bad
You
weather
mentioned
on
James
the way.
Hyman and
Oh yeah, the
Thunder.
gods are angry.
Yeah. Yes, you broke it. You broke it. Thunder.
Yes, I have broke your hymen. That's fucking power, man. That would be awesome if that was really truth, that I controlled the thunder just by mentioning
about James Hyman.
James Hyman. And this clouds parted and the gods made noise for me
Yeah.
because we talked about James' luscious vagina. Just hold it on a pedestal.
Enough.
I'm sorry, but Jane, but I appreciate your vagina and I want the rest of the world to know. Is that so wrong? If loving your vagina is wrong, then I don't want to be right. How about that?
Just keep denting it. That's
I'm going to dent that fucking thing till I get through. Next time I might just put a little, just tape a pen lid to the top of it. Just backwards bit top. So it just gets the pointy end.
Enough.
And just tape it on the helmet just to break through finally. Get that extra little bit of length I need. Maybe. Anyways, Too Dirty, you started it, by the way.
It's good to know she likes you to dent it.
Yeah. Has that been an hour?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we can tell. We don't know when we started.
Close-ish.
I would say so.
Did we start at quarter after-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to,
Yeah.
it's a strong end.
Is there anything you wanted to... It was a pretty strong end. We were talking about all that time and stuff. Pretty good. Or did you want to give one last, just a laundry list of stuff that you think that's shitty about me?
No.
Because I think I got off on this one pretty easy. There's no real, you do want to bang a guy that's a better dancer than me. That's clear. But no other concerns other than my dancing?
Laundry.
What? No, I brought up laundry. She never brought up
Oh,
laundry.
okay.
I think that's more of a... I was just forcing that issue upon her. She hasn't brought it up in years. Decades, probably. I just know where I stand. I'm not as good. I'm not able to do it up to proper standards.
Well, you do grass, and I do
I do a lot of grass.
laundry.
I do a lot of grass.
What do you do, Jane?
He does grass,
Uh-huh.
weeds,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
weed.
And and you do laundry. Yeah, that is true. That is true, though. We do have different strengths. You always forget that. I just feel bad. Sometimes I don't keep up on the stuff. Do you keep up on the housework, Kev?
We're a team.
Yeah, we're a pretty good team. We were talking today about how much we did in 10 years together. If we try to do that alone,
Yeah.
what we accomplished our first 10 years of marriage, it's amazing, really.
How long were you guys married before you had kids?
4 years.
Yeah.
4 years we were married, and then we had kids. We were going together for 12 years before we had kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were going out for 8, then we were married for 4, and then we had kids. And now our kids are gone, and we still are together, and that's amazing. That's a fucking ton of years.
Oh, it really is, honestly.
Yeah, seriously, I can't believe how old I am. I'm amazed at how old I am. It doesn't seem like it had enough time to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like you're having a rebirth, so that's maybe why too.
A rebirth?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Because the kids are gone?
No, because you're able to you're kind of getting focused on your comedy.
Yeah, and I'm healthy again. Healthier than I've been in a long time,
Yeah.
I think that's what you mean. Well, maybe that's what it is. But it is pretty amazing, though. Like, even Dave talked to me today, and I actually entitled this lesson, "The Importance of," or this lesson. Jesus fucking
This lecture.
Christ. This is the TED Talk. This podcast. I titled it, it's entitled Monday Night Live, so who cares? I didn't change it, but I think the original title was "The Importance of Now," and actually I had a real nice conversation with Dave today, Charters, and he was talking to me, and we were just talking about how like messed up it is, how many people like are suffering from mental illness stuff, and it's like, what's the difference? And I think it's because there's so much pressure on everybody to like get to a certain place, and nothing's ever enough, and you're always kind of like chasing something, and you never really appreciate where you are and how far you come, you know? Like,
yeah. I caught shit at a gathering the other day because I said that there's too much emphasis. Like when your kids are born, every toy is educational. Every toy's got to teach them something. I'm like, why can't they just have fun with and just be kids?
Yeah. I'm a sucker for buying kids like action figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love anything like that, like some guy that you can like act out a scenario with.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching kids do that, and I think that's a skill and not all kids have.
I think there's value in that. Like I think they need to learn obviously when they're little, but not everything has to be a toy that teaches them something. They should be able to
just make believe or whatever,
express themselves however they do it.
I used to let my kid when I was doing drywalling. I let him help me, and it was a disaster.
Yeah.
But it was
figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun actually. I like that stuff. I started working with my nephew. It's so much like I just worked once with him, but it was like so fun to have like I see things through a younger person's eyes, I guess.
Yeah,
and just to kind of see how they do things.
They're usually pretty honest.
Yeah. And then it's funny too, the shit they don't know, because you forget how much you take for granted.
Yeah,
you know, and then you watch a kid ask a question, and you're like, so stupid. You know, we all are. I remember, like, I can't even believe how much stupid things I did. My kids are just at the age now where they're starting to see their stupidity, like where they're just almost smart enough to know that they were really dumb.
Yeah,
and it's so great because it means that this fucking teenage shit is almost over.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about it, eh? They go, wait till your kids are like in their early 20s. They're just like fantastic. You get to have this like...
They like you again.
Yeah, they're not embarrassed by you. You're just like adults together, and you know, I can't wait. Actually, I think we're pretty close, eh, Jane? Our kids are pretty...
Yeah. I'm just gonna enjoy the ride because I'm not going to make any assumptions. I'm not going. I'm just going to. Oh yeah. I'll see you in a year or two.
Well, I know we're not done. I mean, I know we're not done with kids. Like your kids are going to be my kids forever. Like they'll be 50, and I'll still.
It looks promising.
Yeah, I'm just. Whether we like it or not, they're adults. You know what I mean? Like they're becoming adults, and like we can't stop that.
Yeah,
no.
You also gotta be
I don't want that. Like I like where this is going because the teenage years has been tumultuous and emotional and very challenging, and so we'll see.
Their synapses are not right. No, they don't fire correctly. They understand things just weirdly. Like they really are. Their brains are just not ready yet. They're just not cooked.
Yeah,
it's just incredible their lack of like logical reasoning with anything.
Yeah,
like it's like great or disaster. There's no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, run by emotion. Yeah. That is like on a scale that's like driven by hormones and peer pressure and all that bullshit.
And I feel like that really speaks to Jen Husko because she's lived a summer in Turkey Point with a bunch of teenagers and drama and weekends, and it's like just beginning.
Luckily, like most of those are good kids. It is true though. Those guys are probably having a great time.
And they're just having fun, right? Like,
yeah.
And then
I watched, like I said, that when I went to the cottage with my nieces and nephews, like just laughing at how much fucking horse shit these guys do. That's just like based on nothing but nonsense.
Yeah.
Like it's so fun. Just watching people fuck each other, like fuck over their friend, and like it's hilarious. I can't get enough of it. But yeah, they should let kids. They should let. It's not like just kids. It's like people need to. If they let the kids do that, then the adults would probably do that. You know, like as I think adults too forget that we're always looking for. You know, we need our pension. We need our. We need to like get a promotion or like move up the ladder or whatever it is that we want to do. Buy a bigger house or something, and then everything is about more and more, and we're always thinking down the road, and then you never really enjoy yourself, you know.
What's happening right now?
What's happening along the lines, and then right now is when we're in our best shape. We're not going to get in better shape. We're not going to we're going to age. We're going to deteriorate. This is the best. Mm-hmm. Let's do it now. Like if you don't enjoy it now, you may never get a chance.
Yep. You
know, saving for a day that doesn't come. So I don't know. I think that we have to that's what I would say. I hope that people I hope that we kind of figure that out collectively eventually. Yeah. That we have to kind of live for now, because it's not that bad. Like nothing. Everyone's talking about the world fucking ending, and it's like it seems pretty fucking cool.
I don't think it's ever been safer.
Yeah, like everything seems pretty good, and most of the time, it's not. Nothing's really going on bad. It seems like really good.
Just depends if you watch the news.
Yeah, the news is the bad part. Yeah. Anyways, fucked up. And we should end it on the
Dent and Jane.
On the Dent and your hymen, eh? That would have been a more funny way to end. This one. I'm not calling it the power now. I'm calling it like putting a dent in it.
Yeah.
Eh?
Where Joe doesn't stand a chance.
Yeah. Putting a dent in it since 1990. Yeah. How about that? 91. I'll give you a year. 91.
No, we're the super couple of the 90s.
That's right. We were the super couple of the 90s. There's no question about that. No one can beat us. No one can hold a candle to us. And but then 2000, we slipped off the radar. We weren't as hot a couple. We weren't in the news. And then 2010s, fucking bullshit, Jane. Now 2000, we were not the hot it couple. 2020s.
I think you got a few other people
2020s, Jane.
Back on top.
We're on top. Super couple of the 2020s.
Yep.
That's what they're going to call us.
Yeah.
Super couple of the 20s.
People magazine. Right on the cover.
Empty nester couple of the 2020s.
Of the 20s. It's just going to be me and you just banging in the kids' bedrooms. It'll just be pictures of us just banging in the kids' bedrooms. And then
it'll start when I'm gardening and bent over all of the weeds.
Jane, we have to stop the show now. What you've got is way too steamy, and then because that vision's in my head. Oh my goodness!
I'll let myself out.
Yeah, Kevin, you get the fuck home right now.
I'm out.
Anyways, people, you listened to me hit on my wife for an hour, and now I gotta go do something about it. Thunder again!
You have the power.
I mention it, the gods make noises. This is the greatest.
They approve.
I will bang my wife! Anyways, guys, that's our show. We are the Dutch Hall. If you'd like to, tell a friend so somebody else can listen to it. Subscribe to our YouTube or Podbean. Do whatever you want, But send us an email or something. Send us some feedback, because we'd like to hear from you. But that is our show. So until next week, we will see you, NT. See you next Thursday. Hit it! Sizemore took it semi-hard.